Hello, Libra family. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's your first time, welcome. I'm Denise, and this is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. Today I'll be doing a general reading for the month of May for the collective of Libra. So it's any placement at all that you have Libra in. This reading will work. I do monthly readings broken down week by week, how they start and how they end. And then I generally pull one card at the end for overall advice for the month, usually an oracle card or something figured out when we get to that point. In the description box below, I will have timestamps with the weeks so that you can go back and reference them if you need to or whatever. I recommend watching from right now until I've pulled all the initial cards so you can see if it benefits you right now to watch all 4, weeks, or if you can come back during those weeks. Even if you miss a week, I like coming back. Like if I am in week 3, but I'm like, what did I save about week 2? I'll go back and watch both, and then I'll see what was right and what wasn't. You know what I mean? Okay. Woo! Chilly, not chilly. Chilly, not chilly. Chilly. All right, Librans. We're using the Tarot of Curious Creatures. Boop. All right, you ready? Week 1, Libra. How's it start? Starts with the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is Aries. Doesn't have to be. Ends with the 8 of Wands sideways, going into the upright. So, a lot of passion, a lot of something that gets you fired up. Communication needing to come in, but maybe not, or go out, but not necessarily. Or you're trying to get away from, you're trying to halt communication. We'll see. Week 2, how's it start? Sideways, going into the upright, the 7 of Swords. Oh, Libra. It looks like self-protection, though. Holding cards close to the chest for maybe not a nefarious reason, but maybe a nefarious reason. We'll find out when we clarify. How's week 2 end? The 6 of Pentacles, that's a good sign. Abundance, simultaneous uplift, sharing, welcoming, sharing, opening. Week 3, how's it start? The 9 of Swords in the upright. Libra, May, it's going to be rough. Yeah. How's it end? How's week 3 end? The High Priestess, so this is intuition working, trying to come through. The Queen of Swords, that's us, Librans, trying to come through. What does come through? The 8 of Swords, a lot of anxiety. The 3 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Okay. Fire, air, and 1 earth so far. Mostly fire, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Week 4, how's it start? The Hierophant. And how's it end? It ends with the Chariot, which is Cancer, and the Empress, which is you, Libra, or Taurus. This is an interesting month. The Magician is on the split, so that's Aries. Manifestation. What are you manifesting? Aries. Manifesting a new beginning. The path to your foundation, to your legacy. Oh, and on the bottom is the World, and underneath that is the 5 of Cups and the Hermit. So a lot of healing. Underneath the Hermit is the High Priestess. That's a divine counterpart right there too. Transformation. You've been working on it. You've been incubating a transformation, and there's this last piece, or this piece that you've been focusing on, is that longing, that feeling of longing, of still being in the past because your heart was still there. You're working on closing that out, closing it out, and bringing in self-care, stability, clear ideas, teammates, right? So let's get into it, week 1. Queen of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay. How is this Queen of Wands energy showing up? Oh, it doesn't want me to use these. Does it? I'm so confused. No, it does. It doesn't want me to use these. Okay. Four of Wands is now on the bottom of that, which is commitment. And the King of Pentacles. You're looking for an equal partner who you can count on. Somebody supportive. Somebody who puts in what you put in. Committed to the care and keeping of themselves, of their relationship with Source, and to their relationship with you. We're going to use the Key Tarot Love. Are we? Or are we going to use the Black Tarot? Oh, wow. I don't know what's going on right now. None of these are like being really clear. There's no clear winner here. No. Wow, what's happened with Leo? Give me a moment. Hold on. I can't even tell you how many decks I already have out and open. Okay. These are the ones that just called out. Nope. No, it's not that one. It's this one. It's the Sun and Moon. Okay. It's interesting. So it's either, this is the one I see is like sweet, and this is like hot and steamy. So sweet is what's winning. So what I'm feeling is like a beginner's mind, you know, like a mind of a child, like a youth, of not a lot of dampening has happened. Your spirit is still more intact than it's not. Do you know what I mean? You haven't unlearned every part of who you are yet. That's the essence of addressing this. Okay, now we're really going to get into week one. Queen of Wands in reverse. Why is the Queen of Wands in reverse? What does the Queen of Wands need to do? How do you feel? How do you feel about the Queen of Wands? How does Libra feel about the Queen of Wands? Just to determine if it's you or outside of you. I feel like it's outside of you, but it could be wrong. How do you feel about the Queen of Wands? The Nine of Wands in reverse. You feel like it was a burden, but it's not so much of a burden anymore. Yeah, it's not you. Okay. I'm going to put the Nine of Wands back in. How is the Queen of Wands energy showing up? In Libra's sphere. How's it showing up in their sphere? The Sun. That's Leo, but doesn't need to be. It's showing up as the Moon. It's showing up as unprocessed, unknown, unrequited, and a break. I feel grace. I feel a break, like a gentle pulling away, so that intuition, cradling your intuition. I know these are weird things to say, but that's what's coming through. The High Priestess and the Four of Wands. It's commitment to your intuition. It's showing up as commitment. This is all tied into commitment and your intuition. What needs to happen in order for the Queen of Wands to get into the upright? Someone has to accept their highest wish, has to have space for the thing that they've always wanted to happen. Alignment. Four of Pentacles, the Hangman. Star and the Moon. And the Sun had popped up, right? So like we're talking about some really strong energies here. Can you give me another one? Give Libra another one so they can understand more what needs to happen for this, for the Queen of Wands to get into the upright. I think it's an acceptance. Yep. Seven of Cups. It's choosing. A choice needs to be made that takes this Queen of Wands to their highest self, that supports a choice that leads to the support of their embodiment of their highest authentic self. Again, the Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, which looks like a dependable partner, the perfect partner. Someone committed to the care and keeping of themselves, of their relationship with Source, and their relationship in service to others, and their relationship with you. This could turn into a missed opportunity for whoever this Queen of Wands energy is. All right, it ends with the Eight of Wands sideways going into the upright. So that's communication that's like bursting to come through, but it's not. So what needs to happen for the Eight of Wands to get into the upright? Judgment. An anointing. A consenting to take the next highest level form, to jump timelines, to jump up in frequencies, right? What needs to happen for this Eight of Wands to get into the upright? The Seven of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands, the Hierophant. Not giving up. Taking on the work, being committed, a commitment to fulfill this soul contract. It's a soul contract. That's what needs to happen. A reassessment that leads to the commitment. Okay, week 2, how's it start? Starts with the Seven of Swords, sideways going into the upright, which we don't really want that to, and it ends with the Six of Pentacles. Look at that. It's like that salt guy. Remember that salt guy? How is the Seven of Swords energy showing up in Libra's sphere? I almost feel like it's going to show up in 2 ways. One for your Queen of Wands and one for you. City living. Dude, that's going to cause me to get a copyright claim on this because it's going to pick up that song. That's what's happening. And it's going to be like, copyright claim. No, drive away. I'm not going to stop recording. Okay. How is the Seven of Swords energy showing up in Libra's sphere? It's intuition. It's being intuitively guided. A new beginning with an equal partner. Five of Swords fell out. That's self-deception. How else can you give us some more cards on how this Seven of Swords energy is showing up? The Ten of Swords, the end. It's finding something out that ends this cycle. One more. The King of Wands. The Five of Wands. And the Hangman. It's a different perspective needed. That's tied into your stability of self, right? It's affecting it's showing up as a fight, a struggle. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of chemistry here. There's a lot of feelings, emotions. There's a lot. It's decimation by anguish in the past and following your intuition. How is this King of Wands energy showing up How's it look? What's it looking like? It's trying to come out as the King of Wands, but it's being stuck by I think maybe guilt, feelings of guilt and shame. And so the intuition is being blocked. You know what I mean? By the King and Queen of Wands, I'm saying that's a divine counterpart, but I'm saying that that's the same person, okay? So they're moving from the Queen to the King, like from the receptive to the active mode they're trying to. So how is this King of Wands energy showing up? As judgment, yeah, as the becoming into that. It's trying to. So that's how week 2 is starting, with like an internal battle. And I think you're kind of on the outside of that. I don't feel like that it's your internal battle. 6 of Pentacles, that's how week 2 ends. How's that showing up? Justice, which is you, Libra. Okay. I'm going to stick those back in so because I didn't shuffle. Okay. How is the 6 of Pentacles energy showing up for Libra? What's it look like? The Sun. Still to make it all the way out. So it's working on your authentic. It's showing up as your authentic self. The Ace of Wands, a brand new beginning. Accepting a brand new beginning of being the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Wands and the 5 of Wands. Where there was once fighting, there's communion. The King of Cups and the Hermit. This is self-actualization. The 6 of Pentacles is my card of simultaneous uplift, and that can only be done and be maintained by self-actualized beings. Right? And this is stopping fighting, a new beginning to something really passionate, to a new union, either with career, it's inspiring, or it's a relationship, right? There's a like getting back on the same footing. There's like there's a truth, but you're not sure if you can. You're not sure if you can trust it, and where it goes into. Let's go to week 3. Is the 9 of Swords. So that's like crippling anxiety, right? That's what it's showing up as. Like, it looks like this King of Wands, you're getting to a place where the next shift in this dynamic is here and is happening. And it's happening, and you're not feeling real strongly safe in it. Okay, there's still this part. Okay, so how's the 9 of Swords energy showing up in Libra's sphere? It's showing up as Leo, strength, sideways. So it's showing up as like feeling like you need, feeling like information, feeling like in order for healing to happen, this healing and this closure, that you need it from outside. But understanding that you have it in you. You don't need, they have no power over you. No one has any power over you. That's what this is realizing in week 3. You're realizing that nobody else has power over you, even if they haven't given you closure. Even if it's whatever this core wound is, they don't have power over you, but you're still giving it to some degree. The Page of Wands, the Empress. And that's how week 4 ends, with the Empress. The Lovers is under the Page of Wands. So we have Gemini, we have Libra, Taurus, and the 6 of Swords is underneath the Empress. It's letting, so the Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands. That's this brand new, exciting co-creation opportunity. It's right there. And you are working on your Empress state, healing that up. And right now with this Nine of Swords, when you're in that energy, it requires a calling back of your energy, possibly temporarily, but definitely for right now and for to be determined. And that is, you're going to cultivate your inner strength, right? To get you through and get out of the overthinking and get out of the falling into the fear voices and that feeling that you feel like it's so real because you feel it, right? Because you're really intuitive. You're the Empress, right? It's about learning how to regulate your emotions too, okay? And discern between intuition and fear and all that. So week 3 ends with the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands, which is the universe saying, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. But that's movement. This is you in union, communion with the universe. You're working side by side, and there's a waiting happening because you're still developing, right? You're still developing, but you've chosen your greatest good. You've chosen this opportunity that gets you all like in your heart, you know what I mean? That gets you fired up, that you're magnetically pulled to, but you're fucking exhausted. You're exhausted. How is the Nine of Wands energy showing up? And you're like, oh my God, I can't handle anymore. But you can. You're right there. You don't have to. The Six of Swords in reverse. It's understanding. So you've called your energy back, right? I said that's how it starts. Week 3, you have to separate it and call it back. And this Nine of Wands is showing up as you sharing it and being more discerning in who you let in. The Nine of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, it's overcoming that. It's overcoming giving in to the anxiety. It's learning how to regulate your emotions. It's learning how to regulate it, and then it's transmuting it into real time, into the real life, into 3D. You taking your tools and working with them. That's what it is, okay? And the opening. You're opening up. You're becoming vulnerable. And you're a little bit like, what the fuck? Week 4. Not totally sure about that. Week 4 starts with the Hierophant. And it ends with the Chariot and the Empress. That's a whole lot of getting really clear on something and moving full speed ahead with integrated, in alignment, in co-communion again with the universe. The universe is by your side right now. That's your partner first, right? So how is this Hierophant energy showing up for Libra? Other than being fabulous, look at this fabulous outfit. Jamie Lee Curtis and Olivia Newton-John from the 80s. This was coming to my head. The Seven of Swords sideways. That's addressing that it's no longer hidden, whatever. The Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles sideways going into the reverse. So the Hierophant is showing up as the Seven of Swords sideways going into the upright. The Six of Cups. It's this brand new beginning right here for you. It's a closing off of ancestral karma and patterns and things, and you're still a little bit of attachment to the past, right? There's still a little bit of healing that needs to happen here. What needs to happen for the Six of Cups? For the Ace of Pentacles to get into the upright. So your brand new beginning, which this energy is tied into in some way. Your brand new beginning of the beginnings of your foundation, of your long-term, your longevity, of your life plan, right? And you're cultivating your commitment to yourself and your independence, and then attracting a partner who's equal to that, right? What needs to happen for the Ace of Pentacles to get into the upright? The Eight of Wands again, sideways going into the upright. But look at this one. Let's look at those side by side. This one's running, and this one is transmuting. What has to happen for the Ace of Pentacles to get into the upright? Death in reverse. The Lovers. A transmutation, an answering to the calling, even though the Judgment's not here. The Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, which is you. The Empress, again, under the Three of Cups. Okay. The Three of, yes. The Three of Pentacles. So it's communion, an equal on all sides. An expanded version of both of you. That's equal. I'll show you these. A transformation. And it looks like it happens because you end in the Chariot and the Empress. It's all about becoming, right? And expanding and together, healing together, but not needing each other to heal. Fully already healing, and then your healing stimulates their healing and theirs stimulates yours, and you support each other. Do you know what I mean? It's unified front here, unified front. Truth. Anything that's not contributing to the care and keeping and the health and well-being of you, you're not here for it. How is the Chariot? I mean, it ends with you in your power and taking action, and that's beautiful, right? And the Ace of Swords is on the bottom right now. How is the Chariot energy showing up for Libra? The Three of Swords sideways going into the reverse. Yep. So that's becoming really clear about that pain that you've been carrying, sorrow, and not letting it inform your decisions anymore. Putting all those burdens down that aren't yours to carry, that you've been carrying, understanding you fulfilled your soul contract here and your obligation. Now fulfill it to yourself. You fulfilled the one with this person, and there's one with yourself. And opening yourself up. There's an offer. There's an offer coming in. The Prince of Cups, just a Page of Cups, and the Seven of Wands is underneath that, and the Three of Wands. The Seven of Wands to me is my gaslighting card. It's the card of not taking it anymore. Being clear about who you are and demanding to be seen. You don't even have to do that. We're just being so rooted in yourself that you are seen, and it's easy for you to be like, psst, you know what I mean? It's not easy. This situation is probably layered and heavy, but you're steadfast. You know what I mean? It's conquering the carrying of the pain and not letting it inform you anymore, and coming out of that in a place where you are open and vulnerable, being ready to be open and vulnerable in your strongest self. How is the Empress energy showing up? The Five of Swords sideways going into the upright. That's self-doubt and self-sabotaging. You're not having it. You're making that move toward your neck, to your, out of your comfort zone, to be in your Empress energy. You're taking it. You're taking it. And you are in communion with the universe. And in the flow and in the divine timing. This Chariot is coming, and it's going to move you into your Empress energy, and then there's going to be, it's not like they're still waiting, because there's still other pieces that have to come in, but you are maintaining you. So you're not going to be in that waiting with impatience anymore, or being like it's never going to happen. All of those kinds of thoughts, you're getting rid of them. And you're standing in your power, and you're just open for whatever's coming next. There you go, Libra. That's awesome. The romance angels want to come for you, so that's what our last word of advice for the month is. Coming from the romance angels. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. There you go. I hope this helped, Libra. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Thanks for sharing your energy with me, forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past to experience more love in your present moments. I will see you in like 2 weeks at your mid-monthly. Till then, Libra, be well. Bye-bye.